Hi everyone, this is an update video. The video below this one, I did a review on some products, and this is an update. The other one I had was what I bought, first impressions, and now this is an update video showing what I like about the products and what I don't. Okay, the first product I'm going to review, I'm going to try to do these really quick, under 15 minutes if I can. Cucumber, the Prime Set Refresh Cucumber. I already went through the rows. I know that seems really quick. It's been only about 2 or 3 weeks. I went through the rows and I forgot I got rid of the bottle. The cucumber is so nice. I used it after I put on my makeup and my powder and everything, and I use this. It has a great smell. I use it, and then what I'll do is I'll use this first, let it dry, and then I'll hit my my Hard Candy Longwear setting spray, and I'll hit that. And I notice good results for hours and hours and hours. I'm not sure if the cucumber really does anything special, but it does make you feel good and it smells good. The rose, I'm totally out of. And they had one, I think it was coconut. That one I can never get. And I tried to order it online and it was out of stock. Another one that I tried, I've been using for last week, is the Rimmel Magnifies Eyebrow Rainbow Eyeshadow Palette. Sorry. I had it in my other video. I know it looks like I haven't really touched a lot of the colors, but I have. It's really nice because when you're going to use it, and it's like you use it and you turn around and you look at it and you're like, wow, did I even get in there? It's just, it doesn't look like you even touch it. I'm not going to put any in my eyes. I have no makeup on, no eye primer or anything. The colors are good. You have to build them. They're not as vibrant when you use them with the brush, even wet. Right out, they're not going to be this bright. I have to build them up. I like them. They don't become muddy. I really do like this palette. It doesn't look like I've used much except, well, you can see the green looks pretty worn. And yeah, it is a vibrant color, and when you put it on your eyes with the eyeshadow primer, once you go like this, it even does it on the swatch. When you go like this and you're really going in with your brush, I use Real Techniques brushes, most of them, and I only have 2 Wet n Wild brushes that I use. But this is it, and when you're putting it on and you're really blending it, it does sheer out and the color is there. But I like eyeshadows that you have to build, because I just have a small eye space, and what it is when a color is really pigmented, which I don't mind, and as soon as you take it, wherever you take that brush and you put it, that's where it's going to deposit a lot of the color. And sometimes with my limited eye space, I'm trying to blend, I'm trying to make that really heavy pigmented color blend out, sheer out, do whatever I want. What happens is my eye space being so small, it gets a little muddy. So I don't mind putting a shadow on and going like this and having to build it a little bit more to get the way I like it. I don't mind pigmented shadows, but I like something I have to build because of my limited eye space. Another thing that I had reviewed and I've talked about in a couple videos is the Makeup Revolution, the stick foundation. I've seen a couple more videos people had on just recently, and they said that when they used it, it made their pores look bigger. It's hard to sheer out. It's a thick consistency, and it is thick. But I did a review on it in a video, and I put it all over my face. It was the F4. This is the F3, which is my color. And I noticed when I used the Beauty Blender and I sheared it out, made it look nice. I noticed as I've been wearing it, I've been having a problem if I only use a Beauty Blender. Right around my upper lip, for some reason, because I always have primer on, upper lip, and right here, which is weird. I've never had that happen with foundations except this one. When I use a Beauty Blender, it's almost like it looks weird. It's almost like you put on moisturizer and you didn't blend it in enough, and it gets a little, I don't know, gets a little marked up. Like you can see the texture. It's like you could, like the makeup isn't sitting. It's just, it isn't sinking, and it's just like sitting there. And I noticed here. So what I did was I took my IT Cosmetics foundation brush. What I did was I put that all over and I used a beauty blender. But I didn't touch this and I didn't touch here. What I did was I took the foundation brush and I stippled it on, right? And I did it really, really well. And I noticed it did so much better. It didn't have weirdness around here and it didn't look like it was breaking down. And another thing is, which is weird, I've never had this happen with any other foundation. When I use my Coty Airspun and I put it on just a little bit to set it, it was like you could just see powder. Even with my primer on and my setting spray, it was like the powder just sat right here and right here and right here. So I noticed with that foundation, I cannot set it around here, which is okay. But sometimes this moves a little bit, especially when it gets humid. So I'm gonna have to play around with it. I still like the foundation. I still like the coverage. I don't notice it making my pores any bigger because I have large pores anyways. So I'm still gonna say, yeah, it's a good product. Now the Makeup Revolution, the Conceal and Define with the doe foot applicator. I'm gonna put this on the other side. This is a light. This is the light color. This is I think this is C5, which is really light. And I have C4, which is, C4 matches me, is my color, but this one, C5, is lighter. I do like them, but I have to build them because I have darkness under my eyes right here. And I do, even with it being so light, I have to put the regular one on first, my color. Then I use a beauty blender. And then what I do is I use the lighter one to give it a little highlight. But I notice even with the beauty blender, of course, it shears it out. So what I've been doing is just using a brush and going underneath and letting it sit. With this concealer, I notice I'm also, which is really weird, I'm having a problem with the Coty Airspun. I just have to tap a light layer. If I do anything heavy, it looks a mess. It sticks, and it looks like I have powder on. And when I try to use a blender or just use my fingers, it's just like poof. So yeah, I have to be easy with it, but to me, it's still a good product. Now, the next ones that I wanted to show you was the lipsticks. They are the Maybelline that I had reviewed in my previous video from this. This, I still love them. This is a pinkier one, and this is number 565. They're matte, but when I looked at the Maybelline display, these said matte. It didn't say a creamy matte or a satin matte, but they are not just dry down matte. They're very nice. This one is more of a dark rose. I still love it a lot. It feels good on your lips. It lasts. I mean, I was out for 5 hours and I didn't even need to touch up, especially even in the corners. This one is 657. This is that nude nuance or something like that. This is a darker one, and I like it a lot. Let me put that next to it. I went back because I wanted one. This is the darker one. I went back to see if I can get the one that was a little lighter than this that I did say I'm going to put some on. And I went back to Walmart in the same section. You see how creamy it is? And it's matte. And it doesn't look bad. What I did was I said, oh, look, I see it. You know, it's one shade lighter. I took the two, or there was three, one in the back. It looked like somebody had already opened it because Maybelline never puts any wraps around their products. I saw it. I opened it like this to see, and I was like, oh, it's a little lighter, and both of them had been swatched. You could see somebody had touched both of them. I don't know, Maybelline, maybe, can you just put some kind of little bit of tape or something on it? I know that the people would have to break the tape to get it open. In my Walmart, there's cameras and those screens in every single aisle of the makeup aisle, and people still stand there. and they swatch it. So the one that was lighter than this, I couldn't buy. I'd have to get it online. They were both used in the store, which is just ticks me off something terrible. So what I also wanted to talk about is a new toner I'm using. It's Witch Hazel Pore Perfecting Toner by Dickinson. I am pleasantly surprised. I never used regular witch hazel on my face. I've used it for everything else. The alcohol content is too high and it'll burn your face. This toner, original witch hazel, daily use. I like it a lot. What I did was, I don't like using a lot of cotton rounds because you use a lot of product. So what I did was, I saw another video. The woman took it and put it in a spray bottle and uses it as her, of course, a toner. She sprays it on her face liberally, goes over it with a cotton ball if you want to take away any excess oil. And then what she did was she just sprayed it on her face, let it dry, and then put on her moisturizer. And I've been doing that for over a week. I've been using it every single day after I get out of the shower, and I use cold water to close my pores. I put this on my face, and then I let it dry, and I use my regular moisturizer, and I've noticed a difference in my pores, especially right here, and I have the rosacea, of course, all over, but I get an emphasis of rosacea here, and you can see it now because just before I did the filming, I put on moisturizer, so my face is a little more red. I love it. It makes it feel good. I use it in the morning. Sometimes I'll use it after I wash my face and go to bed. I really like it. Yes, it was a little expensive. I think it was like $3 or $4, but you get a big bottle, and this is their regular size. And I loved it. I have nothing else to complain about. In a review I'm going to be doing next, I bought these two, the City Mini palettes by Maybelline. I've only been digging into this one, which is, the name of it is Rooftop Bronzes. I really like it. You can see that I've been using it, and I really like it. I like the matte. I like all the colors. This dark one is nice, and it is buildable. I'm not really into really darks because my eyes are small, but I took it and I used it a little over here on the corner of my eye, just a little bit, and it went up, and it was really nice. Now the other one, I've only swatched. I haven't tried it out yet because I like to do one at a time. And this is Chill Brunch Neutrals. This is the other palette. It is, let me see if I can get it. It is really nice. I love the matte shade. It's almost like a light mauve. Sorry, it's hard to see with my tablet. It's a light mauve, and you got all the other colors. This darker color is nice. It's almost like a brownish purple. It's really nice. Let me see if I could put it right there. It is really nice. And again, that's 2 swatches, and it's buildable. Oop. And it is buildable. I like that. I only tried one. This one I've only swatched, and I will do a review on it. So that is it for, oh, I'm sorry. I did have another question, if anybody can help me. I received this as from a friend who said she only used it once or twice, and it was given to her. Inglot. These are their Freedom System palettes. You're supposed to be able to put in your own makeup, your own palette. You're supposed to be able to use a magnet to take these out. She didn't know if these were eyeshadows or cheek, whatever. To her, I mean, she said she used them on her eyes and cheeks. To me, they look like eyeshadows because you have a matte, neutral, transition shade. This one's a little lighter pink, and of course, it's the darker pink. Now, I've tried, these are magnets. You go like that, and you're supposed to be able to take these out and put in fresh ones. Inglot is a little more expensive, but it says that you get to customize your own palettes. They have big ones and small ones. They have stuff for face, eyes, cheeks, lips, everything. The problem is I can't get these out, and I've used the magnet that comes with it. I've tried to get them out. I've tried regular magnets, because you could see inside it's metal casing, and this is and it's attached, right? I can't, no matter what I do, I can't seem to get them out, but I'm going to use it anyways, and I'm going to do a review when I swatch the colors. Especially this one is nice on the eyes, but it's also, wow, it would be great for cheeks. I really like that. But I've never had Inglot before because it's always so expensive, but I'm going to try this. This is the Freedom System palette, and I don't know the colors. I went online. This palette is so old that they don't even make this cover with the name anymore. The other covers are the same, but they don't have the name on it. They have it on the side. And this, it's got to be an old palette. So I don't know how old. I took, what I did was I took, I don't know why, I took, if you ever get something, you take just regular alcohol and you put it in a spray bottle, regular alcohol, and you spray it on a product. She only used it a few times and she gave it to me, a friend. What I did was I take a little alcohol, you spray it, let it dry, spray it again, and I mean, I don't think she has any eye problems or anything, but I did that just in case, and it'll help get rid of anything if you think somebody gave you something and it might be germy or something. I usually don't use anything from other people. I always buy everything fresh. But she said she knows she's used it 2 times and it's been sitting in the drawer. I don't know if this is a year old or it could be 5 years old, but the colors are still great and I'm still going to use it, and I will try it and give a review on a video. So that is it. That's all the products that I had a review on from the video that's below this one. And I hope you enjoyed my video. Sorry it went a little long. It's almost 17 minutes, but I like to talk a lot. So thank you for watching my video. If you would like to, please comment, rate my video, and subscribe. Hit the bell notifications so you know when I'm downloading another video. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.